What's going on, everyone? Sports back with another video. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about Daniel Jones and the tough injury he suffered, as of course he tore his ACL in his first game back from a neck injury against the Las Vegas Raiders on Sunday. I'm going to be talking about what's next for the Giants at the quarterback spot. Of course, I haven't been very active at all on YouTube. I took about 2 months off. It's just been a really tough time for the Giants. Of course, they're 2-7. Nothing looks good right now, and it's just been really tough. But I've been active on Twitter, and now I've accepted the fact that it's a lost season, and we're going to be probably looking for a quarterback this offseason. So I've accepted that, and I'm ready to get back onto YouTube and give you guys the content that I've been giving you guys for the past couple of years. So let's get right into it. Daniel Jones, of course, signed that big extension this offseason, and everyone's going to fault Joe Schoen for it. Listen, there was no option but to re-sign Jones, and that's just what the market value is for a quarterback. That's the price. Is it steep? Yes, it's a little bit steep, but at the end of the day, that's what the quarterback market is these days, and that's the only really option we had. We didn't have another option other than to use the franchise tag on Jones, which would have made us lose Saquon Barkley. So we had to do what we did, and of course, it doesn't really hurt us in the end. I mean, it's one bad year. You take out last year, really, and the Giants would have been rebuilding anyway. So it's just we're in the same spot. We had a good year last year. Did it really set us back? No. I mean, we knew we had to rebuild when Joe Schoen took this job, and we didn't think we'd have a good season. We did, and it pushed the rebuild back 1 year. That's really all it did. And of course it's tough. But now Jones this year he plays, and he didn't play up to the standard that we thought he would play to, and he didn't take a step up. We thought he'd be able to show that he could be the guy. He didn't. And now the Giants, where Jones has a season-ending torn ACL injury, he probably won't be ready for the start of next year, but maybe he will be. Whether he is or isn't, that doesn't really matter. I think this team needs to go into the direction of drafting a quarterback. We're going to be more than likely picking in the top 5, hopefully in the top 3. We'll see, of course, in about a month, 2 months time where exactly we're picking. But overall, in the end, I think this team is going to be headed in the direction of drafting a quarterback. And, of course, if you're Shane and Daboll, it makes total sense to do that because you're just resetting the rookie clock and you're buying yourself at least 2 to 3 more years' time as the GM and head coach of the New York Giants. If the Giants decide not to draft a quarterback, what hope does that show by bringing Jones back to play another year? I mean, it doesn't really make much sense. I think this team knows. I think this is a very smart front office. And I think that they know where they need to head, what direction they need to head into, and I think that's drafting a quarterback. You provide the franchise and the fan base with some hope, and you say that this is our new guy. Of course, Jones is going to be here next year no matter what. No one's going to take on that contract, and it's really only 1 more year of a commitment. Jones will, he'll either start for a couple weeks and let that rookie sit behind Jones, or Jones is the backup and he helps work him up or helps, obviously teach him up. I think it's not a terrible position at all to be in. I think Jones is a really good leader. He's a very good, smart player. He'll understand where the Giants are headed, and he'll try and still help this team any way that he possibly can. It sucks. I love Jones. I wanted him to do well here in New York. I was hoping that he would be the guy. And, of course, this injury and other injuries, the Giants, listen, they just put him in a bad spot, right? He was not ever set up here at any point to succeed, and we need to make sure we do our best, our very best, to make sure that this rookie quarterback coming in, if that's the direction we go, which I think it will be, we need to put him in the best position possible to succeed. That would mean bringing back Saquon Barkley. That would mean bringing back Darren Waller. We need weapons here. So we can't just bring him in with nothing. It's going to be nearly impossible to see him grow and to see him, show what he can do. And that's where we'll have to, of course, obviously set our franchise back even more. So we need to put this guy in the right position, the right situation. And, of course, I think Jones is a true professional, and I think he'll understand what his role would be with the rookie quarterback in here next season. Of course, for Jones, he'll obviously, I feel bad for him, but at the end of the day, he's made a big amount of money, and he'll get his opportunity to start somewhere else. He'll now be a journeyman quarterback more than likely after next season, and he'll find a starting job somewhere with a team that kind of needs a stopgap option. So at the end of the day, for Jones, it just won't work out here. It may work out somewhere else, though, of course, I wanted him to be the guy, and it just didn't turn out that way. But Jones will. Of course, he'll get his opportunities. He'll get his chances. And for him, he's already cashed in. So, it sucks that he can't be the guy here. But, of course, he has still a good future. He could retire from the game and be okay financially. So he's okay. It just sucks that he isn't the guy here. I wanted him to be. I really liked him. I thought he showed flashes that he could possibly be the guy, but ultimately it just didn't work out in the end. And I think that the Giants need to go the route of drafting a quarterback. We'll see, obviously, of course, what the Giants might do, but I think that's where they will go. And it's a very good quarterback draft class this season coming up. But guys, that is all I got in this video. You guys let me know down in the comment section your thoughts on what the Giants should do at the quarterback spot. Of course, Daniel Jones has a torn ACL. He'll be out for the year. We don't know yet if he'll be ready for the start of next season. He will be with the Giants next season, but more than likely not the starter. We'll see where everything, how the cards all fall, of course. But for the Giants, they, kind of their mindset, except at least for the front office shifts to the offseason, how we can grow this team, build this team up from the ground. And I'm really excited to see how this team does. I think this is the regime that's going to get us to the promised land. I think these are the smart guys. These are smart guys that know, ultimately how a winning culture is built, how a winning team is built, and I think that they will do that, and they will build a winning football team. I'm excited to see the moves that they make this offseason. I'll have a ton of content to keep you guys all updated. You guys let me know, though, down in the comment section your thoughts on Jones and where do you think the Giants should go from here. That's all I got in this video. Please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. See you guys on the next video, and as always, let's go Giants.